India is an adventurous paradise. You head out for a holiday, which quickly turns into a survival situation. A dream turns into a nightmare.
I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm lost.
Shelter, water, and food become a priority. A fire to keep you warm. But how? I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTS Survival School. I'll give you some tips and show you some tricks to use in a self-reliant situation. Do not think problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you. When you can see for miles around you, it can be very disconcerting. Everything around you looks the same and you don't know which way to go. And it is very easy to get disoriented, even before you realize it. And by the time you do realize it, you could well be lost. You might even come across a trail of footsteps in the sand and decide to follow it, least realizing that they are your own and that you have been walking around in circles. There is a trick that you can use to ensure that you keep walking in a straight line. Take a look.
I'm in the middle of the desert. I have dunes all around me, and for miles there's no landmarks apart from these rolling dunes. Now if I have to walk through these dunes and I need to reach from place A to place B, one is I can follow a compass, but in an area without landmarks, if you don't have a compass and you don't have something to point to, it's very easy to go round and round in circles. Why in the desert? Even in jungles. You could be in the middle of an ice flat. You could be in a salt plain. Wherever you are in an area which doesn't have visible landmarks that you can aim for when you're out on a trek, chances are that you'll veer off course. And there have been cases, many of them, where people have walked for hours and days and suddenly they have found footsteps and they thought they were close to civilization. Actually, what happened? They went round in circles and they came back to their own footsteps and kept following that for hours, and then they got lost. Some died. So you have to be very careful that if you want to walk in a particular direction, and that you're walking in that particular direction in a straight line. The easiest way to do it is by identifying a landmark. If you find a dune that has got distinguishing features, you can aim for that. If you don't have that, because pretty much all the dunes here look the same, or in a salt plain, there is nothing which is visibly distinguishable, there is a trick that one can use to ensure that you don't veer off course. And do you know, the course that you'll veer off is more often than not your dominant side. People are right-handed, left-handed. What will happen is, in majority of the cases, as you're trying to walk a straight line, your mind keeps questioning whether you're actually walking on a straight line, and your body will start favoring your dominant side. I am right-handed, so if I try and walk in a straight line, maybe in the dark, after a while, I would have started veering towards my right. That's what the mind-body combination does when there are no visible signs to head for navigation. If you're alone, there's a very simple trick that you can use. Cordage is something that you carry in your pack. Cordage like this. Just cut off about 50 feet of cordage. Tie it around your belt buckle on your back. Let it lay on the ground. As you're walking, the cord will be straight. If you veer off course, the cord won't be straight anymore. So as you're walking every 20 yards, 30 yards, just look back, look over your shoulder to see if the cord is straight or bent. If it is bent, you're veered off course. If it is straight, you're heading in the direction that you want it to. If it is bent, get back into the course that you wanted and then start walking again. It's a very simple trick which all of us can use to ensure we're walking in a straight line. Just remember, trekking in an area without landmarks can be tricky and you can get lost. It can happen to you. Learn to adapt, improvise, innovate, and overcome. To learn more tips and tricks, visit this site. I'm Chandan Lahiri, and I hope to see you soon at the OTS Survival School. Leave nothing but footprints. Bring back nothing but memories.